It is a terrific Tuesday morning. It is January 9th. I'm your host, Kimberly Farrell. We've got Rossley and Hart in studio today as well on this first hour. It is National Shop for Travel Day. Now, I know the holidays are past us, but you're probably already planning those 2024 trips. Kevin has a conversation about all of the tips that you may need for that. Plus, Ross and I in the kitchen. This time we're on my turf. We're making some delicious turkey chili, eye pieces of Vail, and much more. So hour 2 of Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Welcome into the TV8 Weather Center on this chilly Tuesday morning. We're waking up to about a 3-degree temperature at 8 a.m. and going to reach a high of 26 later in the day today. A 50% chance of afternoon snow showers, so be prepared for the weather this evening. The hourly temperatures, we're looking at a cool 3 degrees to start again, and it will heat up to about 20 degrees around noon, and the clouds will start rolling in, and the snow showers starting later in the afternoon around 4 p.m. This evening at 8 p.m. we're looking at a cold 22 degrees and a high chance of snow showers this evening. Looking into the I-70 corridor, Eagles got a high of 27 degrees today, mostly cloudy. Avon has a 40% chance of snow and a high of 26. Vail, a 50% chance of snow and a high of 26. Denver, a high of 44 degrees and mostly sun out there on the Front Range. Tonight, temperatures drop back down to a low of 8 degrees and a 90% chance of snow, which is great to see. Slight winds coming in with this storm, so definitely be prepared. Looking at the rest of the week, we have a chance of snow every day in the next 5 days, which is awesome. Starting Wednesday, 70% chance of snow. Thursday, 60% chance of morning snow. 70% chance on Friday, and even more on the weekend. Lows are pretty chilly this week. Definitely bundle up. We're looking at some single digits and some negative degrees there. So we are preparing for this snowstorm all week. Looking at the snow report on Vail Mountain, a couple inches in the last 24 and 48 hours, bringing the season total to 116 inches. And that's making our base 43 inches over in Vail. So definitely getting that base there. Vail Mountain is operating 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. with 29 lifts, including the back bowls and Blue Sky Basin, and 245 trails, and that's about 88% of terrain. So we'll see what this next storm does for the conditions out there. Beaver Creek, same thing, a couple inches in the last 2 days, bringing the season total to 91 inches and a base depth of 40 inches at Beaver Creek. Beaver Creek's operating 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. with 24 lifts open, 120 trails, and 53% of the terrain open over there. So hoping this next snowstorm will start opening up a little bit more on our mountains.
You know, one of the best parts about doing the weather and the snow reports here is that we get to see how everything is changing in real time as far as like open trails and lifts that are open. So excited for the snowstorm that's coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun week.
It really is. It really is. Speaking of, I don't know if you watched the game last night, but go Michigan. I'm glad that they won. It was a little bit of a snoozer, but...
Yeah, no, it was a great game. It was cool to see the Harbaughs. The dad was around after the game and the brother. So
yeah, I
cool.
think that's like one of my favorite parts of, you know, a big football game is just like all the interviews afterwards and the confetti and all the celebration.
That's it. It was kind of a nice teaser, and now we roll into the NFL playoffs this weekend.
We do, and it's going to be a good one. But we've got a lot of things that we'll be doing on the show just to kind of make some delicious recipes and all different things.
Love that. What I heard we're in the kitchen today?
We are in the kitchen. We're making a turkey chili, which, you know, chili is kind of like it's a secret recipe kind of thing. Yeah. So we'll give everybody a foundation, but it's going to be good.
It's going to be perfect for these chilly days.
It really is. Chili for chilly days. I love it. But we've got a lot in store in this first hour, so we will be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi friends, welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here, I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Good morning, Vail.
Now today is National Shop for Travel Day, and you don't have to tell me twice because those are two of the things that I love doing, but Kevin has a conversation with a travel expert on how you can best be prepared for your upcoming trips.
There is always a lot going on in and around this wonderful place we call the United States and across the world when it comes to travel. Now, I've got Stephanie Oswald here with me. We're talking, and she is a premier travel expert, but much, much more than that. Stephanie, good morning.
Good morning, Kevin, from Isla Mujeres off the coast of Cancun.
Look how beautiful that is in the backdrop. Wow.
It is pretty impressive. And I'll tell you what, we are at Impression, which is a new resort by Secrets. Incredible, over-the-top luxury, romance, adults only. I feel like a very lucky travel girl today.
You absolutely are. Now, before we start diving into the travel, I want to talk a little bit about you because you are an Emmy award-winning journalist and you work with CNN doing a lot of travel information that goes by, just being a globetrotter and talking about everything. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was pretty exciting. I had a show, it was called CNN Travel Now. I like to say I was the travel reporter on CNN before Anthony Bourdain. No offense to him, of course, he was amazing. But we were very lucky. We did, and my focus was on adventure travel. So I traveled through Australia and through Costa Rica, zip lining, and all kinds of adventure travel. So it was really fun.
So you are the person that's in the know, and we're lucky to have you on this segment. So let's talk about luxury travel? Because now that's kind of the new catchphrase. People wanting to get into luxury travel. Now, is luxury the amount of money you're spending? Is it the experience itself? How are you seeing these travelers categorize luxury?
No, Kevin, what's great is we are seeing a huge surge in luxury travel. And after I left CNN, I started a magazine called Travel Girl, and we've seen luxury change over the years, but right now it is skyrocketing. And people have realized that life is short, take the trip, and it's not about how much money you spend on your trip, it's about the experiences you have when you get there. Travelers want authentic experiences. They want to connect with the people and the places that they're visiting.
So if someone wants that amazing experience, how do you custom curate a travel itinerary to best suit their needs?
Well, you can go online and do some research, but when it comes down to it, if you really want to have the best vacation, the most luxurious experiences, and the most bang for your buck, you want to work with a travel advisor. In fact, one part of the survey, a group said that they were 80% more likely than any other type of vacation. And that's because, Kevin, people associate luxury with not having to make decisions. So when you work with a travel advisor, they can help you figure out your budget, they can help you figure out your itinerary, they can help you find the perfect place to match your interests. And when it comes to luxury, another tip, get with whoever you're traveling with and decide what's most important to you, because luxury is different for everyone. A lot of people associate big, spacious rooms full of amenities, also fine dining experiences with local cuisine, and of course, spa treatments, wellness centers. Those are some of the key elements to a luxury vacation.
Absolutely. When you come back from a trip like that, you don't want to feel like you need another vacation from your vacation. You want to come back to be able to tell the stories and about that experience with your friends and loved ones for sure. And I imagine, so a travel advisor, because it gets very stressful when you're trying to plan a travel, even for an individual, but when you're talking about a family or a couple or a group, even more so. So how does a travel advisor work on all those different dynamics?
Well, that's where it comes to the idea of building a relationship with that travel advisor so that they know whether you care about thread count, whether you care about children's activities. This, for example, Impression is an adults-only resort, but there are beautiful, luxurious resorts all over the world that cater to families where they have these incredible kids programs. And they're going to make sure that your kid, they're not just watching videos in a small little room. They're going to be out hiking and learning about insects and learning about art and learning maybe a new language. So working with a travel advisor, they're going to find exactly what is going to fit your niche, what is going to make your family the happiest. And for example, here, one of the things when it comes to romance, every room comes with a personal butler, which is great.
Wow.
They will help you unpack your bags when you get here. They'll help you pack up when you have to leave. And along the way, they'll help you go through the itineraries and explain what you need to wear if you're going to go to a meditation, or how you should plan if you're going to go for a biking tour of the island. So it's just great having that butler. It's kind of like having your own personal concierge on your vacation.
That is absolutely amazing. I can't even imagine having that type of service. Now, with your experience and all the different generations you've dealt with, which would you say is the most bougie when it comes to travel?
Well, Kevin, that is really a trick question, because when it comes to which generation is the most bougie, I think we're all going to have something different to say. I was nearby you recently. I was in Park City. And it was so luxurious. It was beautiful. So maybe wine and wine tasting is important to you on your vacation. Or maybe you're into art. Or maybe or learn how to dive. They have some programs here for that, and you can see how beautiful that water is. You want to get into it. Or maybe ecotourism is important to you. They have a program here that works with local farmers to help them save the sharks, and they want to make sure that the farmers have an income, but they also want to protect the environment. This resort is also solar, the right destination for you and the right resort at that destination.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you talked about that relationship that you build with your travel advisor. How does that travel advisor then build that relationship with those key destinations to be able to make that traveler feel like a local and actually be able to infuse themselves into the culture that they're visiting?
Well, you know, we used to say travel agency, and it used to be about purchasing tickets and getting those logistics done. But now a more important and a more appropriate title is travel advisor, because these people, for example, we're here in Mexico this week for a convention, Ascend, where people are getting together, talking about trends. They are taking classes. They are learning about different destinations. Travel advisors, they spend their time. Yes, it's a great job, but it's also a lot of work. They are making sure that they know where the construction is happening. They know where, the Olympics are coming to Paris, so we're going to have to be careful because there's going to be certain pressures that get put on the city because of the Olympics. They might advise you, oh, you want to go to Machu Picchu? Do you want to hike or do you want to take the train? They know when there's a strike going on somewhere or if there's a deal happening at one of your favorite destinations. And that's where, when you have a relationship with them, they may say, hey, we know that Kevin really likes the Caribbean, and right now there is a wonderful special going on, and we want to send him off to, Curacao, or maybe you're going to go to Turks and Caicos, or maybe it doesn't. Once they know you, they'll know where you want to go.
Custom curated. So Stephanie, thank you so much. So much information, so much assistance in planning this. Where can someone go to find out more information?
Well, I'll give you a couple of websites, Kevin. Travel Girl Magazine, we're celebrating 20 years. You can get a free digital subscription if you go to Travel Girl Inc., travelgirlinc.com. And if you're looking for a travel advisor, you want to go to traveladvisorsgetyouthere.com. All kinds of information on that website, too. Great place to start your research.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Get out there, travel more, and share that with all these people that want to enjoy the show.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
We're in the kitchen, and this time we're cooking up my recipe.
Yes.
Well, a version of it. This is a kind of a combination of what I like to make, but also with a good base from lots of Googling on the internet. But Ross, we are in the kitchen today,
Yes.
and we are making turkey chili. I feel like this is like a practice run.
Okay.
You know, here we go. It's cold outside. We were making chili for the chilly temperatures. So we're making a turkey chili, which is really great. And typically you can do it in one pot, but we want to show you all the steps by step. So we've got a skillet here as well as a main pot to cook everything in.
Cool.
Yeah. So have you made chili before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's easy, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody has their own like secret recipe or way that they've done it for years, but this is a really easy basis for it. And we're just going to go ahead and get started. So it starts with 1 pound of ground turkey, and I like to use the 99% lean because you don't really want too many excess juices, because as it simmers, it kind of liquefies and everything melds together towards the end. So if you want to get started on browning our ground turkey,
We're going.
I've got a really fun kitchen gadget. I don't even know how to talk about this because it is a multi-use tool, but this is my favorite way to chop vegetables. You literally just put it in the middle and then you just press down on it. So we've got some pre-cut onions already. We're gonna go ahead and just put this on here and just push it down nice and easy. It gathers everything, it keeps it clean. It's just one of my favorite kitchen tools to use by far. It actually also turns into a mandolin, but we don't need to worry about that today. So we've got red peppers. We've got 1 whole onion, 1 red pepper, and then also some diced garlic. And this is the basis of our, I guess you could say, of like the vegetable flavors that usually are within chili. But sometimes I like to add a lot of extra vegetables, but we're just going to keep it simple today.
There's no wrong way to make a chili.
There really isn't.
Whatever you choose, it's going to be great.
It's absolutely true. So I've got 1 whole onion here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add this onion to my pot. So we've already heated it up with about a tablespoon of olive oil just to get things sizzling, and nothing sounds better to me than hearing a sizzle in the kitchen. But we're getting all of that going, and you want your vegetables to kind of cook down for about five-ish minutes or so before we add the turkey in. And you really have a choice of seasoning your turkey however you want to. So we've got lots of different seasonings here. We've got chili powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, a little bit of cumin if you wanted to throw that in there. And it's just kind of to taste. You know, you can follow a recipe, but I say the best meals are made with love and not measurement.
That's it. That's it.
That's so true. But this is a really great weeknight meal to throw together. You can freeze it. It freezes really well. And we are just making a mess over here in the kitchen.
What was that?
I think I knocked over the hot sauce, which is a key element, in my opinion, to the chili. So are you a spicy chili kind of guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I like to put the jalapenos in it at the end.
Oh, that
Get a
sounds
nice kick.
delicious. All right, so we've got all of our vegetables chopped. And Ross, next to you, we've got 3 cloves of garlic minced in this little Tupperware right here.
Lovely.
So we're just kind of mixing everything together. The flavors, if you could smell the flavors in here, it's, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's morning.
Coming together.
It is coming together. Those onions are sizzling down. We're cooking it for about 5 minutes. Same with the red peppers, but they don't have to be fully cooked down because everything is just going to continue to melt together as you let it sit on the stove for about 30 minutes minimum, 45 if you really want the good flavors. But we're just over here doing a lot of cooking. So, you know, we've got the big football game coming up with the NFL.
Right.
You know, this is a really great thing to make. You know, if you don't want to do a bunch of football appetizers, you can just throw a pot of chili together. And smells great, looks great. People's bellies will be filled. It's wonderful. So what do you like to put in your chili typically?
So yeah, I like the hot stuff, but I'm definitely kind of a peppers and onions guy.
Okay.
And then definitely I'm a big bean guy. So like I love chili because it's all of that put together, right?
Right. So I'm on the right track, is what you're telling
It's
me.
looking great. Yeah, looking great. And then what I love to do is chili's so great left over, right? So you can just heat it up either later in the day or the next day and get a nice warm meal.
And it's one of those meals where you don't get sick of eating it multiple days in a row. This to me is a staple in the wintertime. I'll usually make a big pot and then throw half of it in the freezer and then eat the rest of it throughout the week.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it just smells so good. You can see that these onions are starting to really start to melt down a little bit and become a little bit more translucent.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're just softening it all up because we'll throw that ground turkey in here, and then we just continue to add things. So outside of the ground turkey, we've got all the spices. We're cooking everything down. Now, I have a secret recipe that I like to do, but typically you would start with 2 cans of 14 ounces of diced tomatoes, or you can do crushed tomatoes if you want it to be a little bit more, I guess you could say like blended or less chunky. That's a good way to do it. So we've got 2 cans of diced tomatoes, which we can go ahead and add those in here. And so while you stir that, well, if you wouldn't mind passing me the tomatoes,
Here
Ross.
is one tomato for you, and I'll get the other one going for you.
Awesome. We're going to go ahead and pop these open here, and we're just going to dump it into the pot. So easy as that. I like to use no salt added so that I can add as much or as little seasoning as I want to the mix. I think it just adds a little bit. You know, we've got sodium and everything that we eat most of the time anyways. So we've added those in there, and then I've got 1 can of dark red kidney beans. Now we've already pre-washed and drained the can so that we can just dump it right into the pot here. So we've got the base of all of our vegetables in the mix here. So we've got 1 red pepper, 1 whole onion, some garlic, about 3 cloves of garlic tossed in there, 2 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes, and 1 can of kidney beans. So looking good. We've got that in there, and you're working on the turkey, and the best part is we can literally just take that pan and dump it in here.
Love it.
It's so simple. Throw the pan into the sink when you're done, and we can wash everything afterwards. So it can be a 1-pan meal, but we wanted to kind of show you all the different things. So one of the things that I like to do, though, I have a secret ingredient.
All right, what is it?
I love to put apple cider vinegar in mine, and
Okay.
then to make this a little bit, to give it a little bit more of an acidic flavor.
Okay, cool.
And then to add a little bit more texture and consistency, I add a little bit of tomato sauce as well.
Oh,
So those are my 2 secrets.
I was wondering what we're doing with the marinara over here.
You know, we're making a little bit of pasta too.
Love
Is
it.
there anything, like, what do you typically put in yours as well?
Not apple cider vinegar, no.
Well, it gives it a nice, like, citrus, a nice acidic taste to it. I know that the tomato does have that, but it adds a little bit of extra, plus some Worcestershire.
Yeah.
That's a fun word to say.
Yeah.
So I like to just kind of throw everything in there and then taste as we go. So let's go ahead and dump the,
Ready for it?
yeah, we'll go ahead, turn off the stove, which is a big important thing to do. Then we're just gonna dump this in here, so you don't even have to drain it. You know, I love to have the extra juices added in there. There we go. Looks delicious, smells delicious. You know, we heard all of the sizzling kitchen sounds, which we love here. And then we're just gonna stir this around. And you can see we've got a bunch of different flavors we can throw in. So Worcestershire, it's always hard to say. You can measure it, you know, like a teaspoon if you want to, but I just kind of put, 5 or 6 dashes in. And
5 or 6 dashes.
5 or 6.
1, 2, 3,
I won't-
4,
I
5,
won't
6, 7, 8,
count.
9, 8.
That's my favorite.
6. That was 6.
We throw that in there, and then the apple cider vinegar. So we have a little bit here, as you can see. But this one, I would say be a little bit more. I do maybe a tablespoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a tablespoon?
Maybe a tablespoon. So we're going to estimate this is about a tablespoon. And it just gives it some added extra flavor. And we'll just stir it up there, and you can just smell all the flavors coming together. And it's just, to me, it's like frosting a cake. You just layer everything. It starts to look really good, and you add it as you feel like it. And then another thing that I like to add in there is actually some chicken bouillon.
Okay.
It gives it a little bit more spice. If I can get it open here, we add a little bit of chicken bouillon. If you have the cubes, I'll add 1 or 2 cubes to my chili. But with this one, we'll probably throw about a tablespoon of the powdered version in it as well. That's where it gives you a little bit of extra sodium, a little extra flavor. You just kind of mix it together. And one of the most important ingredients, chili powder.
Yes.
So you cannot forget to add that chili powder into the mix. You usually do about 2 tablespoons of that, or you just throw it in as you feel like it. And a little bit of chicken bouillon. And then the last piece that we're gonna add about a cup of the chicken broth. And then depending on what it looks like, we'll throw a little bit more of the tomato sauce in there. So that's kind of an as needed basis. So yeah, it's got a lot of different things in it, but it's really however you feel like feeling it. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and pour that. I'll tell you
Oh
when.
yeah,
You
this
ready?
looks like about a cup.
Okay, you can dump it even faster. Looks great. Okay, that's good for me. And then we'll add that tomato sauce right at the very end. And it's just gonna be great. We'll leave it here. We'll let it all simmer together and then we'll come back and check on it later. It's gonna be delicious.
So easy.
So easy. You just throw everything in a pot. Now stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tva8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome into the TV8 Weather Center. We have a live look at the Eagle County Regional Airport. Down there with some pretty clear runways, but those skies look pretty cloudy out there. And we're rolling right into the weather this morning. We're starting out with a cold 3 degrees this morning at 8 a.m. with a high of 26 today and a 50% chance of snow, mostly looking at afternoon snow showers rolling in. Some slight winds as well with it, so be ready for that weather. Looking at the hourly, again, starting at 3 degrees this morning. We'll warm up to about 20 at noon and 24 at 4 p.m. when the snow showers start to roll in, and into the evening some more snow showers and 22 degrees at 8 p.m. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagles looking at a high of 27 today with a small chance of snow. Avon, a high of 26 today with a chance of snow. And Vail, a high of 26 as well and a 50% chance of snow falling. Denver's got a cool 44 degrees and mostly sunny day ahead of them, while we're looking at the snow up here in the mountains. Tonight, temperatures will drop down to 8 degrees and a 90% chance of snow showers with some wind out there. So temperatures and conditions are going to be variable whether you're driving, skiing, or snowboarding. Looking at the rest of the week, a beautiful lineup here. Snow showers every day, a chance of them. So in addition to today, we're looking at snow showers tomorrow as well, and Thursday morning, snow showers. Friday, more snow in the forecast with 70% chance of snow, and 70% chance of snow Saturday and Sunday as well. Those temperatures are pretty low, so be prepared for the cold temperatures and the cold snow falling from the sky. Up next, we are checking in with Kim, who stopped by Eyepieces of Vail, who's providing some great eyewear for our community.
It's Kimberly here, and I am so excited to be standing here next to the marketing manager of Eyepieces of Vail, Danny Berry. Danny, how are you this morning?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm excellent. You know, I'm loving standing in the middle of the famous goggle bar. It's really great. So we're here at the Bridge Street location of Eyepieces of Vail. So tell me what's unique about Eyepieces of Vail. You've been a staple in the Valley for so many years. You've got sunglasses, regular glasses, contacts, and goggles. So what's unique about you?
Yeah, so Eyepieces, like you said, has been around for a long time. We started out really as like a sunglass prescription optical shop. And over the years, we thought it was really important to kind of integrate the goggle part of it all. We find it really, really important that you're able to see out on the mountain. So we curate a great assortment of goggles that will help you just see really, really well on the slopes. It's really a safety equipment feature when you're out there. Our motto is see better, ski better. And so with that, we do a lot of prescription services for the hill in your goggles. So it's kind of a unique product. We love getting really techie with it. We're opticians at heart, but we also live out in the mountains and we love skiing. So we kind of build those two kind of passions together, and we have a ton of prescription goggle products.
Well, I would argue that, you know, having the right eyewear and the right visibility on the mountain is the most important thing from a safety perspective, because if you don't know what you're doing, you can't see where you're going, or if people around you can't, then that's where things happen. Yeah. So talk to me about your prescription. Like, how does that work? And, you know, if we were to come in, can we bring our own goggles in, or do we have to purchase them here? Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so we have a couple different prescription offerings. If you already have a goggle that you love, or you have several goggles that you love to kind of rotate through your assortment of skiing equipment, we have a prescription insert that works great in a variety of goggles. We call it the butterfly insert. We put an anti-fog coating on the backside of the insert, and then we're able to kind of put it in whatever goggle that you want. It's a very universal fit. So if you have your sunny day goggle and then you have your cloudy day goggle, you can move them back and forth. Or as you can see, we have tons of great options back here if you want a quiver of goggles as well. But this is a great option if you just want to be moving it around. It's very lightweight.
Is
big
it
lens.
Pretty flexible as well?
Yeah. So like I said, it's a very universal fit. So we can most likely fit it in any goggle that you want, or fit it in any of the goggles that we have here. So this is a great option. Super quick turnaround. So if you're needing something in a couple days, we can make that happen. If you're coming out in a couple days, give us a call. We can, get it started for you so that it's ready by the time you get here for your ski vacation.
So you can call and email your prescription in if you are not physically here.
Correct.
That's great.
So we always encourage people to do that so that it's ready to go and you are all set for the rest of your ski vacation.
That's amazing. So let's say you have the same pair of goggles and you wanted to switch your lenses out. Do you have to take the butterfly prescription lens out first and then you switch the lenses? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's so easy to take in and out. So if you have one goggle and multiple lenses, it's super easy. You just take this out, takes 1 second. You can switch out your lens to the sunny or the cloudy day and then put that insert right back in. It's very sleek. So from the outside, you can't even tell it's there. So no one will know that you have that insert in there, but you can see great with your, custom prescription goggle.
Best vision on the mountain.
Yes,
that's
definitely.
Amazing. And that's what makes Eyepieces of Vail so unique. So you have been in the Valley for so long. So tell me about anything exciting that's coming up.
Yeah, so this is a very exciting winter for us. We are celebrating our 40th anniversary this winter.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we're very excited about it. We've grown quite a bit in the past couple of years, but we're very excited to be able to celebrate this with all of our wonderful customers, our fantastic team. It's a really incredible milestone. We have some exciting parties coming up. We'll have our 40th anniversary party. We have a collaboration coming up with one of our favorite brands, Chrome Hearts. So we're very excited to be able to announce that. We have basically like a custom design frame that we're doing with the company. So we'll be launching that in February. And then our 40th anniversary party is in March. So yeah, we're very excited to be celebrating all that.
40 years in the Valley is so impressive. So in regard to that, you have celebrations, you have parties and events coming up. So are these open to the public? Are they invite only? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we'll be inviting a lot of our customers, but we always kind of have an open door policy. We love to meet new people, have old customers come back in. So yeah, keep an eye out for those invites. We also have all of our events listed on our website. So if you want any updates as far as, you know, what's coming up for parties, trunk shows, we'll be doing all winter long. Some really great brands where they kind of come in a different vendor every week, and they have a huge assortment of everything from their collection, and customers can have that really personalized kind of shopping experience with some of our sales reps and our staff members, and, you know, do prescription lenses, but all of those events are listed on our website.
Amazing. And if you're anything like me, you like to have options. So you have all of the options here at the Goggle Bar as well as the trunk shows. So where do we go if we can't make it to any of the events and we want to just pop in? What are the typical operating hours? Where are you located? Tell me all about it.
Yeah, we have 8 locations. They all have slightly different hours. So we have 4 locations in Vail. This is our Bridge Street location right by the gondola with our Goggle Bar. We have our Village Center location, which is across from the Solaris. We have our Sport location, which is in the Sun and Up Hotel. Lions Head in Lions Head Village, a little bit of a smaller boutique experience. We have Beaver Creek in the Beaver Creek Village. Edwards in Edwards Corner. We have our newest location that opened up this past summer in the Willits Shopping Center in Basalt over in the Roaring Fork Valley, and then a Snowmass location in the Snowmass Base Village, which is our second location in that valley.
So preferred vendor for all things eyepieces and eyewear. This is a really fantastic store. What you all do is wonderful. You do white glove service for each customer that comes in. I've witnessed it just standing here. It's wonderful to see the work that you do. So we appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Now tell us, where can we go one more time for more information?
Eyepieces.com. It has information on all of our prescription services. You can schedule eye exams on our website. More details on all of our locations, hours, all of our brands that we carry, this huge assortment collection-wise, and events. And you can also, you can shop for kind of accessories on our website as well.
Awesome. Well, Danny, thank you so much for all of the information. Congratulations, 40th anniversary. That's huge. It's really great to be in business for so long.
Yeah.
We love the work that you're doing here and the brand that you've established in the Valley.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. Keep it here for more. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Here in the Vail Valley, we're so lucky to have so many amazing nonprofits doing great work across the county. One of those is the Vail Veterans Program, which provides opportunities for injured military veterans and their families to come out and enjoy the mountains that we all love. The Covered Bridge Magazine caught up with our friends at Vail Veterans Program. Let's take a look.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Fuller and this is Covered Bridge on TV8. I am the editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge Magazine.
And I'm Bobby LaRue, the Director of Partnerships at Covered Bridge Magazine.
And we have with us this morning Jen Brown, the Executive Director of Vail Veterans Program. Welcome, Jen.
Thank you. Great to see you both.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
too.
you too.
Yeah, you too. We've had the pleasure of having the Vail Veterans Program in our magazine this issue, so our winter-spring issue of Covered Bridge. It's your 20th anniversary of Vail Veterans and just a super exciting time to celebrate. So we're really happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about the program and what this 20th anniversary really means for you.
Well, first off, we're super excited to be celebrating our 20th this coming March, and I think it really signifies the power and the impact that this organization has had over the last 20 years. And it's really through Cheryl Jensen's vision and the support of the community that has made it what it is today. And I think the other important thing is that we're continuing to have an impact. Over the last 20 years, really, as we've seen conflict change around the world, we continue to see the need to serve wounded veterans and their families. And we're just grateful for the community and the partnerships that we've had to really evolve the programs that we offer today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so since 2004, you guys have helped almost 4,000 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned that the conflicts and other things are happening. Are you still seeing the trajectory of the program growing each year?
You know, it's really interesting because we do see the need continue, and I think there's also a change in how we serve our participants. As injuries that are lifelong change, as we see our alumni go through maybe additional surgeries or on their healing journey as their needs change, we can bring them back to our programs. And we've seen more female veterans come into the program over the course of a couple of years. We've also had the opportunity through Cheryl's work to evolve to support caregivers and provide support to families and kids in other ways, in addition to being on the slopes.
That's great. And so March is when everything happens.
March is really the true anniversary, and the goal is to bring our original 7 wounded vets back to be a part of our program. Our March program does take place at that time, so really the culmination of that week of programming, it's to really honor and show appreciation for our donors, our sponsors, and the community, and have those original 7 vets be present and participate in the 20th.
So yeah, you just brought up something I never really thought of. The 7 vets who started. Is this a program where someone attends once, or do they come back multiple years in a row, or how do you see them interacting with what you guys provide?
That is a great question. I'm so glad that you asked that, because one of the things that sets Vail Veterans Program apart is that we talk about bringing our participants into the Vail Veterans Program family. So if, let's say, they come for a January winter family program, it might be a couple of years later, we might invite them back for a summer program, or we might invite the wounded vet back for our golf program. We have a variety of ways in which we can help continue their healing experience. And I think one of the great things is, let's say 20 years ago, somebody came and participated, maybe they're married now, or maybe their kids have moved on. We have other ways to bring them into the experience. And what we like to say is, once they come to Vail, they're a part of the Vail community and our family, and we're here to support them throughout the duration of their healing journey. It's really a lifetime.
I love that. I mean, it's fantastic. You know, with the programs that you guys provide, obviously it started on snow, but you just brushed on a couple other things. When did you guys transition, and what are some of the other offerings that people can take advantage of?
Well, and this was really through Cheryl, and I think the journey that she has been on with the organization, it's through partnerships, through longtime supporters, families like the May family and Black Mountain Ranch. They created the opportunity to send 3 families each summer up to Black Mountain Ranch and have a complete Western experience. And that just evolved over time, but they've really been a partner with us for many, many years now, and through summer outdoor recreation. She started the summer programs, and we have rafting, fly fishing, hiking for those who like to hike, and just outdoor experiences that really expose our wounded vets and their families to what the outdoors is all about here, to the mountains, and really seeing and experiencing the outdoors in different ways, and mostly through an adaptive lens. One of the great examples is our rock climbing partners shared with me. They can create pulley systems. So if we have a vet who is maybe a double amputee, they can anchor the climbing ropes so that our vets can pull themselves up and actually experience rock climbing, which is incredible. And that's a great sport where family members even can participate together, and they all learn to overcome maybe fears and challenges and do something that they never imagined doing. Rafting is another great experience for them. There's nothing like being in rapids and, you know, in the springtime around here with the runoff. And we have so many of our winter supporters, you know, a lot of our ski patrollers, our rafting guides in the summertime. They've been around our programs for many, many years. So we tend to see a lot of the same supporters and faces. I think also really important is our adaptive ski and snowboard instructors are truly part of our family. We have instructors that have been with the program since the beginning, and they really are dedicated to helping our wounded vets rediscover their hope and learn how to do skiing and snowboarding and have new experiences on the hill through adaptive, whether it's ski, snowboard, or even ski biking.
That's amazing. And I'm sure, you know, Cheryl, with her initial vision, didn't necessarily know how big this would get. And I love this quote, and maybe she did, but this is from Cheryl Jensen, and it's from our current issue on our feature on Vail veterans and the 20th year mark. We help them find something in their soul and feed their passion again. We're providing that avenue for them to realize they can do anything. So Cheryl was inducted into the Colorado Snow Sports Hall of Fame last August. So, you know, speaking for her a little bit, what is the significance of what she's created and having that vision come to fruition?
Well, first off, Cheryl is an amazing individual, and I think her induction into the Colorado Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame really signifies celebrating all of her hard work. And she has done many, many things even beyond Vail Veterans Program, but I think it's the culmination of the 20 years celebrating her legacy. And, you know, 20 years ago, I'm sure she would say, I don't know if I would have been doing this today. And she is still actively involved in everything that we're doing, and it's her passion. It's her love for the veterans that we serve, their families, and it's her heart and soul. She has really shown me through her kindness, her patience, and really just her willingness to help others and go to the ends of the earth to help people. She's a special individual, and I think that's also what makes this program so special, is that it's that connection with our participants, and it's that genuine care and appreciation. And for those that we serve, they feel it. It's genuine and it's authentic, and it's just a gift that she has that she shares with others, and she excites us, and you know, really wants us to do more and inspires us to do more every day.
I love that.
I love it. I mean, it's quite a unique program that you guys created, and to me, one of the special parts, especially if you take a look at the article, is you're impacting, yes, the person, the individual, but it ripples out into their family. It ripples out into, like you said, maybe even the caregivers. And, you know, I think one of my favorite things about reading the article was one of the young ladies was talking about how it made her so excited to see her dad smile again. And, like, that almost brings tears to my eyes just reading that. So it's pretty special that you guys have created a really unique program, but it's not just about the person, it's about them as a whole, and then including their family in on that journey with them.
And truly, I mean, for every program that we have those moments of it's tears of joy. Cheryl has had 20 years of sharing in those tears and the journey with everybody, but there are those special moments, and that's truly where it's that one-on-one connection, and you feel the power of the experience and the impact. And it's discovery. You know, it might be mom, dad, it might be the child who have that, like, wow, I just did this moment, and then they did it together. And there aren't too many opportunities for these families to be together in a place where they are safe, protected, and can just be. It's really special.
Wow.
I love that.
So Jen, especially this March with the 20th anniversary, how can people get involved with the Vail Veterans Program with donations and with their just maybe even coming and helping, volunteering? What are some of the opportunities?
We really appreciate and love the support of our community, and if people would like to donate, we would be very grateful. People can go to vailveteransprogram.org and donate, and then the celebration is really sharing the stories throughout the next several months and talking about what we do and who we serve, and showcasing really through that experience. So, you know, would love to come back and talk with you. And in terms of volunteering, we on our website have a way to contact us. We do have some volunteer opportunities. They're not large, but certainly, you know, if we have ways that we can bring in volunteers, we love to do so. But I think the most important thing is just honoring and really remembering the service that our nation's heroes provide, and really continuing to support them is the most important.
Wow. Well, thank you, Jen Brown, Executive Director of the Vail Veterans Program, who is celebrating its 20th anniversary this March. Be sure to pick up the most recent issue of Covered Bridge magazine, the winter spring issue, and thank you for tuning in to Covered Bridge on TV8.
Remember, enjoy the journey.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Wow, it has been a busy Tuesday morning. Thanks for joining. It is Tuesday, January 9th, here on this second hour of Good Morning Vail. Ross has a conversation with Kia North America, plus a singer-songwriter, Hannah Ellis, is talking to us all about her first full-length album and much more. So hour 2 of Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center on this Tuesday morning. Starting the day off a little cold with a 3-degree temperature at 8 a.m. and it will reach a high of 26 degrees later in the day. 50% chance of snow, mostly looking at the afternoon snow showers today. Winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, so a little windy out there today. Looking at the hourly, things will heat up closer to noon, staying mostly cloudy throughout the day until the snow showers start to roll in towards the afternoon and into the evening. 8 p.m. temperatures will drop down to about 22 degrees and we are expecting snow into the evening, which is great to see. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle has a high of 27 degrees today and a 20% chance of snow. Avon, a high of 26 degrees and a 40% chance of snow. And Vail, a high of 26 degrees and 50% chance of snow. Denver, a cool 44 degrees and mostly sunny on the Front Range there. Tonight, temperatures will drop down to a 8-degree low and a 90% chance of snow showers. A bit windy this evening, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds expected. So it's going to be all over the place out there. And looking in the rest of the week, it looks amazing. A chance of snow every day today through the weekend. Wednesday, 70% chance of snow showers and a low of 7 with a high of 20. Thursday, we're looking at a morning snowstorm with a 60% chance of snow, a low of -2 and a high of 18 on Thursday. And rolling into the weekend, snow showers expected with 70% chance Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and temperatures kind of start to warm up just a little bit into the weekend. So some fresh snow starting to roll in, which is great to see. Definitely be careful if you're on the roads, but should be some good skiing and snowboarding
It
out
really
there.
should be, and I'd say that's one of the best things about being local. We've got this massive storm rolling in, and we don't have to worry about traveling.
No, that's
we
it.
are here, we are ready for it, and
That's
it's
it.
going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It really is.
And so with all this snow, right, we're going to need some good goggles out there, right?
It's true, and I am a perpetual claim and love for the Smith goggles.
Okay, good.
So I'm so excited. We've got a couple of different pairs here from Eyepieces of Vail, and 2 different sizes. So I've got one here, which I love this one. This is the it's for the small faces.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit of a smaller frame. As you can see, we've got, I love the color. It's, this mint green color. It's got this beautiful lens to it. And then what's really great about these lenses is that it's got a more concave type lens, so you have a wider range of vision. So Smith has recently redesigned their goggles over the past couple of seasons so that, especially as a snowboarder, you can really kind of see the full terrain.
Yeah, I love that color.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's going to match some of the new gear that I just got. So
That's
I'm very
great.
excited about it.
And then with those snowy skies and cloudy skies, visibility is kind of low, so having a good goggle that you can see in is really important.
It's true, and another great piece about this is like these are great low lens goggles for, or the low, yeah, you can see it. It's going to be great for
Low light
for the
lens,
weather, for
yeah.
the low light lenses as we make our way through the snowstorm this week. So they've got a couple of different options, but I'm really big fan of Smiths and big fan of Eyepieces of Vail.
Yeah, look good, feel good, ski good, right? That's the saying, and get more at Eyepieces of Vail.
It really, and they've got so many different options. We've got, the traditional Smith Mag goggles here, and then you've got the Smith Mag S, which is for the small. So just lots of good things happening over at Eyepieces of Vail. And
Yeah, get on out there, get your fresh pair of goggles, and Eyepieces of Vail has it all for you.
they really do.
And we have more Good Morning Vail coming next.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Very excited about our next guest. With over 40 million streams, singer-songwriter Hannah Ellis is here to talk all things about her brand new album, That Girl. Hannah, how are you this morning?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Are you coming to us live from Nashville?
I am. I'm here at the Curb Records studio, just hanging out.
That sounds great. Well, congratulations. You have released your first full-length album called That Girl. Tell me all about the album.
Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited about this album. You know, it comes from a really pivotal chapter in my life. The songs span from songs I wrote before I was married or had my record deal to honestly just songs that are a couple months old. It really captures this poignant period of my life, and it's all about loving too much and maybe caring too much or having a little too much fun, but it's really just a record about embracing who I am and being okay with that and encouraging other people to do the same.
Absolutely. So talk to me a little bit about your musical journey. You know, you are a Kentucky native. You've been on The Voice. You have over 40 million streams. You've toured with other artists, plus have written for so many other recording artists. So talk to me about how this album really is starting to project your career forward.
Yeah, you know, as you said, I've written for a lot of other artists, and that part was so much fun. But I feel like that was such a growth period for me, because as I'm writing just whatever creative songs would come to my mind, I would kind of come across one and I'd be like, oh wait, I want to tell that story, or that sounds like what I would say or how I would do it. And you kind of start compiling this group of songs that you feel like really represent you as an artist and as a person, and you feel like these are stories that only I really could tell. And that's really how we built this project. Was these are the stories that I would tell my friends and my sisters, and it really just feels like a part of me. And I was just so excited to put it together and get it out there in the world.
So it's titled That Girl. How did you come up with the title, and what is the significance of it?
You know, there's a song on the record called That Girl, and really what that song is about is it's about how in those moments of where you're upset or happy or excited, whatever those feelings are, I am personally not capable of being anything except exactly what I am. And that song is literally just me embracing that and saying, from the things that I love the most about myself to the things that I'm still trying to work through, I'm loving those parts and embracing those parts. And I think it just really sets the tone for the whole record. And that's why I wanted to name it that.
It's so exciting. So what can we expect from you in 2024? I know you've got some international tour dates coming up, plus a lot of fun festivals as we head towards the summer months.
Yes, we're going to be spending, the first part of this year is all about this record and trying to make sure that as many people hear it as possible and just promoting it and having so much fun doing so. And then as the spring and summer roll in, we're going to be doing international shows and a lot of summer festivals. So we cannot wait to get back out on the road.
That's great. And you've got a show coming up at the Grand Ole Opry, so congratulations on that. Are there any particular things that you're going to be bringing to the table without giving it away on that particular show?
You know what? I think there's going to be some fun moments that I'm really excited about. And that's always the case at the Opry. But I think it's fun to kind of get creative and try some new things there.
That's great. Well, Hannah, where can we go to stream That Girl, find out all things, and follow your musical journey?
Yeah, I'm Hannah Ellis on all streaming platforms, at Hannah Gray Ellis on all social media platforms. And then Hannah Ellis Music is all things from merch to tours to whatever information you might want to know about me.
I have a couple more questions. Do you have any fun music videos coming up? I know I loved Wine Country. That was such a fun one. And for this new album, what do you have planned?
Yeah, we have a fun video that we're putting out the day that the release happens, and then we'll have a music video that kind of goes along with one of the songs from the record that I'm really excited about.
That's great. Well, congratulations, Hannah. Very exciting stuff. I love your music, and I know this is a really big part of your life. So can't wait to see all that you're going to be doing in 2024.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We've got a bit more on the show. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that. Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome into the TVA Weather Center. It is a cold morning to start this Tuesday off. 3 degrees at 8 a.m. to start the day. It will reach about 26 degrees for a high. We're looking at a 50% chance of snow this afternoon. Expecting afternoon snow showers. Winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, so a little gusty out there to start the day. And we are going to look at the hourly temperatures here. So 3 degrees to start the day here. We'll warm up to about 20 degrees, mostly cloudy around noon. And then into the later afternoon, we'll start to see those snow showers coming in with the 24-degree temperature at 4 p.m. and a 22-degree temperature at 8 p.m. Again, expecting snow later in the day with some wind, so be prepared if you're going outside today. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle's looking at a high of 27 degrees today, and Avon's looking at a high of 26, as is Vail, seeing a high of 26 today. Chances of snow across the valley today, so if you're hitting the roads, give yourself plenty of time and leave space for those around you. Denver's got a nice, cool 44 degrees and mostly sunny day ahead of them on this nice Tuesday. Tonight, temperatures are going to drop down to about 8 degrees, but that 90% chance of snow is going to be beautiful for us. Slight winds with 20 to 30 miles per hour, so a little gusty out there. Definitely want to dress right if you're going outside today or tonight. And we are, again, expecting snow later in the day today. Snow expected every day this week and into the weekend, and we welcome it, and cold temperatures, so definitely want to be ready out there. Up next, we're going to check in on Kim, who's in the kitchen with her turkey chili.
Well, that is the truth. It is chilly out there, so we have made chili in here, and it just smells so aromatic and delicious. You can see the steam kind of coming up here, but it's just simmering really, really well. We're just stirring it up here. It's a bit chunky, so when it's a little bit chunky, I like to add a little bit more tomato sauce to it. We're going to go ahead and add just a little bit more in here just to give it a little bit more of that chili soup-like flavor or consistency. It just smells so good. You can smell a little bit of the vinegar and the acidity of the tomatoes, that browned turkey as well that Ross worked on earlier. But in my opinion, you can never put too much flavor into your chili. So I'm going to add a little bit of this Texas Pete hot sauce. We're just going to pour that in there. It's not too spicy. It gives a little bit of a kick, but not too much, and also just adds a little bit of extra flavor to it. I just cannot wait to taste this. We're going to let it simmer a little bit longer, but Ross has an excellent conversation coming up. So Ross, back to you.
Welcome back in, guys. We are joined now via Zoom by James Bell, who is the head of corporate communications with Kia America. Welcome, James.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be here.
How's it going out there?
A little bit cold.
A little cold
for Vegas. You know, we're in the desert. You always think it's going to be nice and comfortable, but it's cold this morning. But for you to talk about cars in the future, I'll do anything.
Yes, love that, love that. So speaking about the future, what is Kia doing with these kind of building a house as its CSE presentation?
Yeah, as you can see over my shoulder here, yes, we have, because this is CES, we wanted to say to the world, here's where there's a future that maybe you hadn't considered. And it all connects back to what Kia is doing in the electrified automotive space. You know, we're really big into that. We've got two of the most award-winning electric vehicles on the marketplace now. What we wanted to say was where a lot of American families are now starting to consider an electric vehicle for their personal transportation, the idea of just coming home and charging it and then going about your day's drive is going to feel old. Again, this is CES, so let's talk about the future. And the future is what's called bidirectional charging. So essentially, you come home, you charge you plug your car into your house, and then the house obviously is connected to the grid, and your utility company. So now that you can have this two-way communication going on. So let's say there's a little power outage overnight. You've got family coming the next day. You've got things in the fridge that are perishable. if there is a power out, your utility company will notify your house. Your house then will notify your car. Your car will then provide electricity back into your house to keep your refrigerator going, your freezer going, your lights on, a TV or two. You have to be more efficient, obviously. You can't run everything off the battery power in your car. But again, it's this two-way street where you can charge at the rates that are the cheapest. You can get paid to put electricity back into the grid when needed, and make sure that your home is as efficient and as comfortable as can be. So it's kind of a new way of thinking about something which is already new to a lot of people, which is obviously electrification. And
Yeah.
Kia is very, very ahead of the curve on that.
That's amazing, James. So can an electric car really power a house?
Absolutely. Yeah. In fact, we've already have lots of examples of that when there's been storms. And you need only certain EVs, with Kia being one of them, can do this two-way electricity exchange, if you will. So yeah, absolutely. As I said earlier, you can't run every television in the house and turn the air conditioning way down low. You have to be more efficient. But you can set it up to make sure that the important things are there, like your refrigerator, like lights to make sure the family can see. But yes, definitely, electric car is really nothing more than a battery with 4 wheels. So this is a way of using that electricity as efficiently and economically as possible.
Yeah, that's amazing, amazing. And then, so you mentioned like a storm, you might want to use this. What are some other instances when you might want to kind of power your home with your car?
Well, I mean, let's talk about like the idea of tailgating. So you're having people over, you're going to be doing something in the backyard. You can use your car to run the TV, to run the sound system, to run lights, to keep the beer fridge ready to go. So that'd be another instance. Maybe going camping. You can use the power in your electric vehicle to fill up the air mattresses and maybe to do some entertainment for the kids. So there's lots of different ways that we want people to think not only about getting an electric car to be efficient for getting themselves to and from locations, but using that electricity in a whole new way of thinking. And again, this being CES, this is where the future kind of comes together, and Kia is pretty proud to give you this glimpse.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. And where can people go for more information?
Well, that's pretty simple. Please go to kia.com. And in fact, later today, we're going to be posting all sorts of videos and photos from everything we're doing here at CES. And so again, kia.com is going to have all the information you might wonder about.
Awesome, kia.com. And what, do people need anything special, or how do people with electric cars get in on this?
Well, it's first off, you need to make sure your car is bidirectional, and again, all Kias are. So there's that first part, and then the idea of having your car and your home and your your utility company work together. We're still probably about a year out from that. We at Kia are kind of driving it forward, if you will, but we're just waiting for the utility companies to catch up.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning, James. It's pretty innovative and amazing to see what Kia is doing out there. Enjoy the warm weather for us. And
thank you so much.
And to our viewers, please stay tuned. Fill up that coffee. We have more Good Morning Vail coming right up.
Good morning, Vail.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello everyone, I'm right Raisa Pastel.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Snooki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Up next, we're going to check in with Robbie, who has a sports update with us from some of the local ski resorts and ski resorts nearby, as well as some local high school basketball.
All right, thanks for joining us. The brand new Bergman Express chairlift is now open at Keystone for the 2023-24 season, and it gives snowboarders and skiers a chance to experience Keystone's high alpine terrain. Keystone Resort opened the entirety of Bergman Bowl with the new chairlift, allowing guests to explore over 250 acres of high alpine skiing and riding, including one of the nation's highest green trails, 10 Mile. Once terrain in Erickson Bowl opens, the total acreage accessed by the new chairlift will be about 555 acres. While Bergman and Erickson Bowls have previously been open for hike to skiing and riding access at the resort, much of Keystone's hike to bowl terrain has largely gone underutilized. For the first time ever now, both Bergman and Erickson Bowls are accessible by lift to a variety of skiers and riders at the resort. Bergman Express allows guests to easily lap the mellow and welcoming terrain in the Bergman Bowl, as well as access more advanced terrain in Erickson Bowl that connects back to the Outback Express and Wayback lifts. So, in addition to the new lift, the project also includes a new sustainable patrol hut, new snowmaking infrastructure in the lower parts of the Bergman Bowl, and a brand new trail map to reflect the reimagined ski experience in Keystone's high alpine. Bergman Express is Keystone Resort's first lift access expansion since the Outback Express debuted in 1991, more than 30 years ago. Now over at Vail Christian, the girls basketball team has a new head coach at the helm that the team is really excited about. Fresh out of Baylor University, the Texan, Savannah Webster, is already making an impact on the Saints girls basketball team.
She's really on top of it and stays on our team, makes sure we're all on it and on time and punctual.
Webster teaches mathematics at Vail Christian, but her passion revolves around the rock. This is her first head coaching job, and she's taking a unique approach.
She just makes it feel like almost a family, like she's just like our sister, basically. It's not more of like, I'm better than you because I'm your coach kind of dynamic. It's more of just, we're all just great friends. And she makes it fun. She makes us work, but she makes it fun, and yet we're still a disciplined team.
To these girls, Coach Webster is already one of them. She explains fitting into their culture is her intention as the new leader of the Saints program.
I want them to love the sport, and I want them to have fun, and I want to be on their team. And so getting to be with them and let them know I'm not going to ever make them do something that I wouldn't do. I want them to love the sport. I want them to want to come back. I want them to be excited about practicing games. And so that's kind of a goal that I had going in. So
Webster believes winning games will come this season as the camaraderie on her team continues to grow. Staying with Vail Christian, the boys basketball team also has a new head coach the team's excited about. Here's our conversation with new head coach of the Saints, Andrew Newman.
So we're with the new head coach of Vail Christian basketball, Andrew Newman. And Coach, you got a new season in front of you. What's kind of the expectation there?
Well, it's really hard to say right now. We're a very green, very young team, but we're super excited. A lot of great kids, a lot of work ethic going on, a lot of effort going in. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, and I was telling you this earlier when we were chatting just a minute ago, but you know, you guys may be a newer team, but it seems like the chemistry is already there. Do you feel like you guys already kind of have that camaraderie on the team?
Yeah, for sure. A couple of the seniors in particular are doing a great job leading us. So they're building that chemistry from the top down. And then the younger guys in each of those classes, there's a couple kids that are really leading their classes. So I'm really happy to see this early in the season, this kind of chemistry.
Okay, in what ways will those seniors come together? You mentioned you have three, Jack Pryor, Will Newman. How do you think those guys are going to kind of come together and lead this team this season?
Well, they're going to have to really put in a lot of effort on the court, probably getting a lot of minutes out there. Hopefully everybody stays healthy. But it's more their leadership off the court that matters. They're doing a great job really leading these guys and building that chemistry, especially encouraging the younger guys. You know, when you're new to high school basketball or it's your first time on varsity, there's a lot you got to learn. There's a huge learning curve, and those guys are doing a great job encouraging the younger players.
And you may be new to the head coaching role, taking over the helm of this Vail Christian program, but you're not new to the team by any standard. You've been here 2 years, got the torch passed over you from Coach Coons. What was that moment like to be kind of handed the role of this program that's been successful in his 23 years here, to be that guy that he wanted to take over the helm?
Yeah, that was a huge honor. Really grateful for everything that he's done for this school and for this program. I mean, like you said, 23 years, he's built a winning culture, a winning program, a great chemistry. We're going to be keeping a lot of the things that he did and just try to build on the great foundation he's already created.
Okay, and you mentioned, you know, not a lot's going to change. That winning culture is hopefully going to stick around too with you at the helm, but what things may change under your leadership?
We're going to keep trying to maintain a pretty high tempo. You know, this valley is a valley that has a lot of great athletes. We've got a lot of great athletes on this team, so can work really hard to keep pushing the tempo and you know, really working to have a high character team that in everything we do, we're trying to reflect the values of this school.
Okay, and you mentioned you got a scrimmage with Battle Mountain coming up. Obviously, that's an exhibition game against, you know, another Valley team, so you probably want to do pretty well in that matchup, but what kind of makes that a good game from y'all, how you show up against Battle Mountain?
Well, it's going to be interesting because we're only going to have about 6 practices with this green group of guys before we hit that scrimmage, so we're still learning each other's names, let alone all the offenses, defenses, so a lot of it's just going to be going out there and playing good basketball. It is fun, though, to be playing inter-valley teams. A lot of these guys play together in the off season, so they all know each other, and so what's really fun is those friendships, knowing the coaches, knowing the guys, the friendships off the court, and then you get on the court, all of a sudden game's on, it's competition, and even though in a scrimmage, you know, you're not supposed to keep score, I can promise you every one of our guys, they're going to know the score in their own heads, so we'll have a good time.
And speaking about playing, you know, inter-valley teams, you guys play Vail Mountain School twice a year. That's the big rivalry in this valley for y'all. What's it going to be like, you think, just getting on the court as the head coach of this team and playing them this year for your first time at the helm?
Yeah, this year we're going to be playing them at their gym. Their gym is always packed. It's a tight gym. It'll be a full house, I'm sure. And like you said, it's an in-valley competition, so this should be a really good time. This is going to be a tough game. They always play a tough game. They're a very well-coached team. They're very strategic in the way they play the game, so it's going to be a really tough game for sure.
How have you kind of grown to appreciate this rivalry between Vail Christian and Vail Mountain School in your 2 years prior to taking over this team?
Well, it's always one of the games we have circled on our calendar, and I'm sure they do as well. It's just a good time. I mean, off the court, you want to be able to say you won that game this year, you know, so they'll have a great program. They always have a great program. Hopefully we'll be strong as well, and it should be a really tight game.
Okay, and you mentioned Plateau Valley this season as being a big contender. Obviously, you may have a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth after last season, but what are you looking to get out of that matchup this year with them?
Well, we're going to learn a lot where we stand. They're third game of the season, so we have the home opener, and then we've got them on the 5th of December. And as you mentioned, they beat us twice in a row last year, 2 out of 3 games in a row. So that'll be a really tough team. They've got most of their starting lineup returning from that state team that went to state last year, and it'll be a really good way for us to find out, you know, where we stand compared to the rest of the conference, and where we stand even in terms of being a potential state contender.
Mm-hmm. And this may be the hardest question I ask you all day, but if you could just narrow it down, what do you think you're looking forward to the most in this new season?
Wow. I just honestly enjoy being on the court with these guys. I mean, it's an awesome group of guys. I've mentioned I grew up in a gym basically with my dad being a coach, and so the chance just to be in the gym with a great group of guys, obviously the competition, doing a little bit of mentoring along the way, and and I hope we get a couple wins as well. That'd be great.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Anything you want to add?
No, just grateful for the opportunity.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, high school hoops are going strong now in the Valley. College basketball is also being played in the Centennial State. It's hard to believe, but we're already in week 10 of college basketball. Colorado State still holds a spot in the AP Top 25 after their strong start to the season. The Rams sit at 13-2 on the year. However, they're coming off a tough loss on the road in Logan, Utah against Utah State. Colorado State is quality wins over then-ranked number 8 in the country, Creighton, and over Colorado. Colorado was on the poll earlier this season, but have since fallen off, and the Buffs currently have 8 votes to jump back on the poll, however. Well, the Broncos have officially put the 2023-24 season to bed after falling short to the Raiders on Sunday. This is the 8th season in a row the Broncos have missed the playoffs, and the last time they went was in 2015 when they won the Super Bowl. This season certainly had its moments where we saw bits of what this team can become, but unfortunately we'll have to wait until next season to watch them play again. Denver finished tied for second in the AFC West with a record of 8-9 on the year. So that's just another year that the Broncos have missed the playoffs, which is getting pretty disappointing at this point, but hopefully the Nuggets and the Avs can have some strong seasons this year. Make sure to continue keeping up with us for all the latest sports coverage here in the Valley and beyond. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big Worlds. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Good morning, Vail.
Drinking Vessels is such a cool space for artists alike. We've got a really great tour of their facility as well as how they make everything in-house. Let's take a look.
art here at the studio.
And my name is Stanton Morris. I teach a lot of the classes, so does Ben. You guys need to come on down and check it out. It's a collective group of people that come into this place that make it so special. This place isn't just like Ben built it, but it's not just necessarily say just for him or just for me. This really has become like a community area where some of the best in the world walk in here to work in this studio. It's one of the things that I feel makes it so special. I'm surrounded by amazing talent all the time. New creations, new innovations that people are coming up with. It's really fun because we're right on the cutting edge, forefront of it, getting to see it all happen right here in Backcountry Studios.
When I was in college, I found some artists who blow glass, and they let me come over to their studio and showed me how to like get my hands wet and melt some things and turn on a torch. And I was pretty much instantaneously hooked, and that was 13 years ago. And here I am 13 years later, still doing the same thing and still exploring the medium, and it's kind of this endless journey of learning.
I think glass blowing grabbed my interest at a very young age. I was at Six Flags over Texas in Houston, and I remember seeing somebody making the swans and filling them with purple water. And it instantly grabbed my attention as a child. What started off as a hobby, I ended up going to Penland School of Arts in North Carolina and graduating there, and pursuing it as a career and loving every minute of it.
So here at Backcountry Studios, we specialize in borosilicate flame working. This is a type of glass blowing that involves taking cold pieces of glass or pre-warming them in a kiln and then melting them in a flame created by a torch, combining propane and oxygen. This is different than what most people are familiar with, or soft glass, which is like studio furnace work. Most people have seen like the big metal pole that people are rolling and dipping into a furnace. And so what we do here is different than that on kind of a technical level, but it's similar in that it's still glass blowing and it still has a lot of the same tools and a lot of the same techniques.
It's one of the things that's most different about what we do is we work on a much smaller scale. And we bring that small scale together so that we create a larger scale. And what we do using multiple different pieces.
Working with glass is really unlike any other medium. It moves differently. It's both a solid and a liquid. You have this limited sense of time and urgency when you're working with the material. You also have to be very delicate and understanding of what it's going to react to and how you can move it. So there's so much going on at once, it kind of turns off the brain from other distractions and allows you to really just focus on what's immediately in front of you, at least for me. And that's something that we love to share through these classes and getting people to experience, putting their hands in the fire. If you're interested in taking a class with us here at Backcountry Studios, we are offering individual and group classes. We're still working on building that out on the website as far as signups. So email us at info@drinkingvessels.com or jump over to the website drinkingvessels.com to get in touch with us, and we'll get you on the schedule for a class.
And also remember that you guys can come as a group. Groups are a lot of fun. It gives everybody a chance to see what it's like. Laugh, take some pictures. So if you're in the Vail Valley and you're kind of always asking what to do, we don't just ski and snowboard here. We do have other activities or mountain biking, but take 2 hours out of your day. Come do something different. If you're in Vail, come, take a class, walk away with an experience that you'll never forget.
And when people come by for a class, they can expect to spend about 2 hours working with Stan or myself. The beginning is going to be an orientation with these torches, with these pieces of equipment, with safety, and how to really be mindful of what's around you in a space like this. And in some of the classes, we're working on introductory projects, maybe a pendant or a marble, maybe an icicle ornament, something you can take home the next day after the piece has cooled in the kiln.
Then we're going to put the glass in your hands and we're going to kind of like stand right on your shoulders and we're going to show you how it works and give everybody a chance to make it. This is going to be an icicle ornament. You can hang it all summer long. You can put it on your Christmas tree. This is a really quick, good introductory. Just going to start with a 1/2-inch piece of Pyrex rod, just a piece of clear. We're going to get that part kind of warm, and as things begin to move, I'm going to begin pushing in with my hands. And as I'm pushing in from each side, you can see how the glass starts to become pliable and bend with me. And as I push in with it, it's going to come together. And I keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. until I get what's called a Maria. And this is the start for our icicle ornament right here. We're going to put 4 stripes of color just below the Maria that we created. So all I did was put 4 stripes on it right there. And we'll give it one more little decoration piece here if you want to go around, and this is an option for when you're in the class. We'll see the red start to come back to us and color in for us. So now we got a basic icicle ornament. We're going to give it a little neck loop. It's got to have a place to hang from. Right there, we've got a pretty much an icicle ornament. And this is one of the projects that we'll create with our classes in here. And like I said, it's something that you can take home with you and you can enjoy for years to come.
One of the things about my artwork that I'm working on and attempting is to try and create things that have never been seen before and that other people are not making. And that was very, very challenging for me prior to having this space where when an idea comes into my head now, I can drive here at 2 in the morning or I'm here all day on a normal day. And we have the resources around here, not just for glassblowing, but for painting projects, for other art projects. We have photo and video work happening here from the team, and it's just this ongoing collaboration that to me is really inspirational and motivating for me to create my work.
Being a glass artist, it completely fuels my spirit. It's the creativity part of it. Like I said, once again, the freedom of it it's unbelievable. Just being able to come in and have an idea and actually manifest that idea into something that I can hold and that somebody else can enjoy, I feel like really is one of the things about glass that is it drives a lot of us to keep doing what we're doing.
So we are located at 1040 Main Street in Minturn in the Jerry Sibley Plumbing Building. We have one of the garage stalls over here. And you can see our work at drinkingvessels.com. We have all of the work available here by appointment only. So if you want to schedule a time to come browse our selection, that's also an option. If you take a class, you'll get to see everything that we have in the office from all of these artists that we've had out here. To be honest, just shoot us a message, reach out through the website, drinkingvessels.com. You can get in touch with us about scheduling an appointment or a class and come to see the studio. We don't really have a set of hours, but we're happy to accommodate most anything that works.
Good morning, Vail.
Spooky and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
More than ever, kids need information to help them better understand their surroundings and to better protect themselves. Each week, this program works with the various law enforcement agencies across the country and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, spotlighting several missing cases, hoping someone, like you, might have information that will lead to finding these individuals.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on Mountain Perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome to the TV8 Visitors Bureau, getting you in the know before you go. We're up here in the beautiful Beaver Creek, and if you are looking for activities to do, well, they've got an app that can guide you through everything you need. So you just have to download the Beaver Creek Village Guide, and it'll get you everything from restaurants and shopping to when activities and events are taking place. There are so many great activities always happening up here at the Beaver Creek Resort, and one of them is the Vail Performing Arts Center. This is a great venue for you to go and enjoy so many incredible shows. It's going to be super easy to buy your tickets using the app, and we're going to show you how to get there. Once you buy your tickets to go enjoy the Vail Performing Arts Center, this is how you're going to get there from the covered bridge here in Beaver Creek all the way over there. Let's go. Once you make your way down to the Vail Performing Arts Center, you get to go inside and enjoy their 535-seat intimate venue where they do so many great shows. So make sure that you check it out and use the app to plan your entire trip up here in Beaver Creek. That's going to do it for this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you soon.
Good morning, Vail.
I hope you are ready to have a cozy Tuesday because we have quite the storm rolling in today and later tonight. As you can see, it is chilly, 3 degrees at 8 a.m. moving towards the 9 o'clock hour, a high of 26 and snow, 50% chance. We've got light winds, 10 to 15 miles per hour, but those will pick up throughout the day today. Afternoon snow showers coming in as well. Those hourly temperatures and conditions, 3 degrees. We haven't seen it that cold in the morning in a long time, but we are ready for it because that means the storms are coming in. Noon, 20 degrees, 24 degrees at 4 o'clock, and the snow showers will be here by then. 8 p.m., 22 degrees as we look into those evening hours. The I-70 corridor, Eagle has a 20% chance of precipitation with 27 for the high. It gets colder as you continue to move through the I-70 corridor. Avon, 40% chance of precipitation, 26 in both Avon and Vail, and Vail will see those snow showers before we do here in Avon. Denver, the sun is poking out, and so you'll have some sunshine, but still some cooler temperatures throughout the day today. Low of 8 degrees tonight and 90% chance of snow, which means it will be windy. Winds will be coming from the west, 20 to 30 miles per hour. So bundle up. You know, I hope you have been watching the chili recipe. We've got a lot going on here. It's going to be cold tonight. The 5-day forecast, we've got 70% chance of snow on Wednesday. So the storms comes in tonight, and then we'll continue throughout the next 5 days. 20 for the high on Wednesday, 7 for the low. Thursday is where it gets cold. 18 for the high, morning snow showers, -2 degrees. It's going to be a chilly one on Thursday. Friday, 19 degrees for the high, 12 degrees for the low. And then Saturday and Sunday, it warms up a bit. 30 degrees for the high, 16 for the low. And then on Sunday, 27 degrees. So it's going to be a good one, especially if you are looking forward to getting out there and shredding some fresh tracks and fresh powder. Looking at the rest of the snow report, though, we had 2 inches of snow in the last 48 hours, season total of 116, base depth of 43 inches in Vail. They've got 88% of the terrain open as well. Looking at Beaver Creek, we've got 2 inches of snow there also, base depth of 40 inches, season total of 91. Hoping that this storm will open up more terrain. There are 24 lifts open and 53% of the terrain is open. So just a great day to be out in the mountains as we get those snowstorms coming in. Now, we have been making chili. It's been simmering on the stove all morning long. It smells so delicious. Cannot wait to show you how it's turned out. You can see that steam wafting there. I'm gonna go ahead and put some in a bowl, but it's just smells good, sounds good, looks good. Now, I love a good chunky chili, so we're gonna put some here. One of the things that I love about chili, though, is you can really make it your own. Put as many vegetables in it as you'd like. You can top it with whatever you want to. It smells delicious. I can smell the acidity of the tomatoes and the apple cider vinegar, the Worcestershire sauce, as well as the spice from the red chili. I'm gonna throw some cheese on it, because that's what we've got here in studio. But if you like to add a lot of toppings to your chili, you can do avocado, sour cream, jalapeno, whatever you want. I'm gonna try it out and see how it tastes. We're mixing that cheese in there. It's a little bit toasty, but it's gonna be delicious. I can taste the flavors as we've layered them in and let them simmer all day long. But it's been a fun show. Ross is here in studio. Cannot wait to see you tomorrow. And we'll be back for more.
See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with